Welcome to the tropical rainforest. This episode is brought to you by Ignition and Monster Energy. Cheers to the beginning of new beginnings. Hello 2025. End of 24, I broke my neck. I did my C6 vertebrae and I broke it pretty good. And I ended up getting surgery. 3 of my vertebrae are fused. And my life has just basically had a massive 180 since then. I got sick of the lifestyle I was living in the city. I've lived in the city my whole life. So I went and got myself 100 acres and I've moved out there. I completely renovated my old place, got tenants in there. And I'm just trying to take on the adult world and create as much freedom as I can for myself. With the recovery from my neck, the more I do, the more I realize how far I am from 100%. This holistic training has saved me so much, helping me understand my body a lot. My sensei Rod is a genius. I'm learning more and more off him every day. I'm gonna do a day in the life with you guys. It's still at the start of 25 and I just wanna show you the farm and show you what I've kind of been up to and give you guys a bit of an update. All right, let's go do some exercises, train and get on with this day. Bruno, my body feels amazing from this training. It feels like I got a cheat code walking around. How are you guys such a wizard at all this stuff?
So yeah, we all under the guidance of Master Rod and his take on performance and longevity. That's what this training is all about. So we're not just here training hypertrophy and cardio like most people do.
Most of the Gold Coast trying to look good.
It's getting better. It's getting better. So we try to tick all of the boxes when it comes to performance. So training strength, power, endurance, mobility, control, balance, that we call the flow. With all of that animal flow and the primal movements, works a lot of your core, a lot of control, and a lot of mobility. From what you've been training since you started, you can't even tell that you broke your neck. When was it? November?
September, yeah.
September, yeah?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, wow, yeah, dude. When I got here, I was like trying to do the bear crawls and the elephant walks and stuff like that. And man, I was like crying on the inside. And now I'm like, feel like I'm floating along when I do it. I know I still have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Like there's no weights, there's nothing. It's just like literally moving the body on the ground.
Barefoot.
And I've got the most like pump I've ever felt, like
For
full
sure.
body pump, everything. Man, it's incredible. Dude, let's get into it and
let's get flowing and let's just start a little bit with some single leg stability work. Then knee up, walk forwards, or the knee comes up.
So I definitely have a good and a bad side when I do this. My good side, I like love this exercise, and then I shattered my heel, snapped my right tib and fib twice, and I did a heap of ligament damage in this ankle. So like when I get on my bad one, I'm crying on the inside. But then when I get on my good leg that I've only snapped my tib and fib once on, it feels amazing.
So second one, the pigeon.
Yep.
So you're gonna bring one leg across. You're gonna sit back, keeping your chest up. Then hips come up.
Can we please do exercises that make me look good? I look like a gumboot. I'm throwing these away. Like, come on, man. Like, I need some ones where I look good.
All right, let's go straight to the animal flow, starting with the elephant walk.
Yep. The question is, where don't you feel it? Full body. I feel this in my neck. It's strengthening up my wrists, hands. Like, I get arm pump doing this. I got a mad hamstring stretch. It's getting the booty just dialed in for when I want to do some twerks on the dance floor. I don't know how I look right now, but it feels good. We're doing knack-knacks. Oh, mate, I tell you what.
That's the way.
The body loves it. By the end of this class, I'm going to be 5 years younger. It's making up for my silly years when I was younger.
Let's see, you'll be feeling better when you're 30 than when you're 20.
Literally. Breathe in every strike. Your breath is your fuel, is your power, I feel like you don't even have thoughts if you don't breathe. Like, I feel like if I crash my dirt bike, it's like having like 100 pieces of body armor on, but in every part of my body. Just from having so much strength in wrists, ankles, hips, just everything. It just kind of makes me feel invincible.
Just basic crawling to start with. So also walking opposites, trying to stabilize to your hips.
Always thinking Michael Jackson when I'm doing this, trying to work on the moonwalk look.
That's it. So not only working control, but coordination and your body awareness.
Oh yeah, it's just full body.
He has a lot of drive and determination. I mean, not many people after breaking their necks would come here and be so determined and resilient into coming to the trainings like he's been coming. And I do feel that he tries sometimes tries too hard in some movements that sometimes you need to relax. But I've been noticing he's been getting more centered and learning that it's not only just go, because I know it's hard for him to sometimes calm a little bit, be calm, but he's doing way better, and I feel it's bringing him more into his center. Yeah, excited to see how now it all translates into his performance. Yeah, he's been moving better. He's been putting into the work. Try not to praise him too much, because there's always room to grow, but.
Hey, thank you. Hey, I've got a big internal war going on in here. It's just, I'm punching on with myself every day, trying to find this fine line between trying too hard, not trying enough. Appreciate the positive feedback. Hey, we're also filming after a session right now, if you're wondering. So I've already done a class. I'm bragging. Give it everything you got!
Love it.
So, check out this. My feet can overtake my hands. Feel activated. I'm ready to sock today's vibes.
Best way to start the day, right?
Yeah, it is.
You already won.
It's incredible. It really is. Hey, thank you, dude. I appreciate you and your knowledge.
You're welcome.
And your energy and your corrections 100 times a class.
That's what makes you better.
Because I've been going from my farm life into in town, I'm juggling a lot of things. So I've got Reggie with me. I just tie him up everywhere. What are you doing? How was your training session? Did you train how to sit there patiently? He's such a good boy. He is nearly 1 year old. He's actually won in less than a week. He just got his nuts chopped off, desexed. He's like a completely different dog. Reggie, you're definitely not camera shy. All right, come on. We got a bit of an adventure planned out today. I'm rolling into training, and this is what I got going on. Dude, I have some pretty funky stuff going. Sometimes if I'm running late, I'll just tilt these up a bit, and I get there way quicker. Dude, I just demolished it. Smashed avo, add bacon, 2 poached eggs. Just demolished that on the way here. 2 brand new Starks arrived. They got dumped into Matty Mac's studio, Gold Coast studio here with a forklift because it was after hours, so they just dumped it in his studio. He had clients here at 7 a.m. So I was here till 11 p.m. last night. Christmas came early. 2 brand new Stark Vogues have just arrived here at Matty Mac's studio. I got here late. Matty has clients here early, 7 a.m. So it's really important that I have these bikes out of the studio here. I just put the toolbox there so I can get them built, just so that the clients can continue with their job that they have going on. I got delivered late this afternoon. Mate, check out this stuff. So Stark Vogue, they got the toolbox, Stark Future. Mate, check out this iPhone. It's cool. It's very cool. It's like the iPhone of a dirt bike. Very cool to see it all. But anyways, I'm gonna get busy and get both of these bikes out of these boxes built and get them out of here. So, boom. So yeah, we're here to pick them up. New bike day. Exciting times. Living like a king back here. Getting the breeze in your face, got your little bed. You're set, Reg. Pulled the bikes out of the crates last night. Do the right thing, do a quick tip run, get rid of this stuff before I go get all excited like a little kid from Santa Claus, grabbing my new bikes out of the shed and get rid of rubbish first. Let's go get these bikes. Dude, check this stuff out. I was riding the demo bike, learning how to ride it. That's the back one, and then I got my two brand new Stark bikes ready to go. Fresh to death. We got one motocross bike with the handbrake, and then my freestyle bike with the foot brake. I believe there's a big future on these bad boys, and when I say that, for freestyle riding, mate, like purely just we can go way higher in the air on them with the extra power, the extra torque, and I reckon we can unlock a lot of willy twists on these bad boys. I reckon. Still got a bit of bike building to go, but this is going to be good enough. Gonna get them on the back of the ute and get working. Dude, these things are so slick looking. I'd have to say they're definitely the iPhone of a dirt bike.
Sounds like great.
Yeah, it's fast looking. They got like their own phone system that goes in here. You can literally I get more service in the phone that's in here than I do on my normal mobile phone, and like you can be in the middle of the bush and like make emergency calls and stuff on it, as well as change the settings. So it can be like same power, it's like less power than a Pee-wee 50 bike, and you can have it like way more powerful than a 450 bike, all in like one setting, and you can change it in one click whilst you're riding. You can literally be going around a corner, click it, and go from the lowest power mode to the highest power mode. So many features on these bad boys. We're going up to say hey to April, Maddie Mac's beautiful fiance. Apes takes care of everyone in Pit Viper Australia, brah.
Australia. See, look,
Australia, mate. They're fresh.
See, I do work for them.
They're gangster. I've got some epic Pit Viper merch getting out.
What have you got?
New bike day. Stark.
Yeah.
Actually got a grey one and a red one, and I'm gonna build one for freestyle and one for just having fun on the farm, like trails and motocross and whatnot. Maddie and I were having fun the other day and tried to build a jump over the creek, and Maddie, it was so dodgy, they couldn't even like ride to the jump. Maddie puts on a helmet and jumps with no gear.
I'm glad he made it home.
Literally. I feel like, I don't know, we get excited around each other.
Essentials. Thermals.
Sick. That's what I do need. Oh, these would be sick. I know this style too.
Yeah, and then there's like long kind of downhill mountain bike pants too. They're just breezy. Like these are legitimately my favourite pants.
Wow. Mate.
Thank God he didn't.
Yeah, they're sick. I reckon I could ride. I'm going to ride moto with these on.
Yeah, they're not too hot.
When I'm riffing around on the Stark, yeah, they're fast. Oh, sick. Yep, this is what I needed in my life. Amazing. Oh, how good. You are right though, you nailed it with the sizing.
Yeah,
perfect.
What's it called, elastics?
No, I love that they're short too, right?
Yeah.
They don't go too long. I would wear these as dress shorts.
Done. All right,
Thank you so much, Apes. Hey, check out the Reggie setup. Like, this is how much room we have right now.
Yeah.
Hey April, I got his nuts cut off and it was like the best thing I ever did, and it's like he's a completely new dog. Like, it's like he went from like being a devil and he looked straight through me and it looked like he was on something, to now he's like just the most placid puppy, and he's like, oh, we're homies again. Oh, we're on the same team again. Like, he just hangs out with me all day now, where before he just, yeah, it's nice, it's refreshing. I tried.
My balls back.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna let you keep him, but
No, it's a good thing.
you were too much of a dickhead.
Daddy be good. Me?
Yeah, now I'm like, man, I might chop my nuts off, see if I can behave a bit better.
I don't know if the world's ready for a harry with no balls.
Still got a bit of
I think they help with the centre of gravity and the rotation too much. I think we can get rid of it.
Still got a bit of unfinished work to do with them.
Oh god.
Nah, I want to have kids, so yeah, can't wait to have kids. We're on, mate. Next stop. We were originally going to the farm and we just keep getting sidetracked. Yeah, April is a gangster. I met her when I was like 16 years old. Now Maddie Mac's like literally one of my best friends, the best friend. And yeah, they got this epic family, and they're like best friends with their kids like they are with like their friends. Like, their kids just so awesome, and I really enjoy hanging out with them. Mate, the farm, the new vision. 100 acres of a lot of fun. Gonna build the freestyle training facility there. I want to bring the youth through the place. I want to get some other like-minded freestyle riders that are riding freestyle for the same reasons that I am. Now, when I say that, I'm a very strong believer in your why is your fuel. Like, if your why is right, you're gonna have rocket fuel, and the sky's the limit and you can go anywhere, but your why has to be right. I always try and talk to my 14-year-old self to get clear answers of like why I started riding bikes, what's important, and just to not let the adult world and all the stress and responsibilities to weigh you down, whether it's like safety to getting sued to, because we do have such a high risk sport, and people that don't understand freestyle motocross, like it's very scary to the everyday eye. It's gnarly. People think, man, like, you're just cheating death every day. What are you doing? Like, so I can understand that. Now, as a freestyle rider, I actually do know how to ride safe. But I just choose not to ride safe, because that's just when I have the most fun. But I do it with full responsibility, full accountability. When I broke my neck, I didn't let anyone care for me. No one looked after me. I'm like, I did this to myself. I have to figure this out myself and take on full accountability. Because if I have a carer, I believe it, even if I call favors on a friend, a family member, whatever it might be, I feel like I'm not taking full accountability for what I did to myself. So then that means that I'm not accountable, taking on the full consequences, all those kinds of things. Because I am a reckless rider. I love riding reckless. I love taking hits. I love crashing. It humbles you. You know where the fine line is. Obviously, it's getting to a point now where I do want to ride a lot safer and reach a lot higher levels and whatever, but I did love it. As my childhood self, I wanted to be the coolest, gnarliest, loosest rider, because that's what I thought was cool as a kid. But now all those that's kind of getting outdated a bit now, and I want to figure out what's possible on these dirt bikes, because I feel like we haven't even tapped into it yet. It's like for what is fully potential. But yeah, so when I broke my neck, 3 days after surgery, I was in my car driving from Sunshine Coast to south of Byron Bay, looking up and down the coast everywhere, on every property, studying the market. And I was spending 6-8 hours in my car every day, driving up and down with, like, straight out of surgery, trying to find this land that I now own. And then I completely renovated my house. I redid the laundry, the bathroom, carpet in the rooms, paint the whole inside of the house. I had renovated the whole outdoor area and whatnot, but completely did the inside area. Bought this land, got tenants into my previous place, and now the whole journey is building this farm, building the vision, building things what I want for the right reasons. And now I want to bring in some like youth riders eventually to live on my farm. I'll be very selective like who I choose, train them up, we feed off each other. I want to focus on creating a lot more content out there. We live in I'm in a cool tropical jungle spot. I've got 2 creeks running through the property. We're going out there today. I cannot wait to show you guys around. Right now it's super challenging. There's 2 homes on the property and I'm living in the off-the-grid home. So when I first moved out there, it was compost toilets. I was living off 2 solar panels. I didn't have enough power to run a fridge overnight. So I would have to turn the power off overnight just so it wouldn't go beeping crazy in the middle of the night, which it still does sometimes. And then obviously I got like Starlink out there because I got no service on my mobile phone, little things like that. Now I'm not too far from the Gold Coast. I'm still an hour from the Gold Coast, so it's not too far. But the biggest challenge is just adjusting to their farm lifestyle. I've been a city slicker my whole life. I've lived in the town and I've been a city slicker. So even all my equipment, everything, like I had a van, but now I'm just swapped my van for this Hilux at the moment. But all my equipment from anything, like it was all city equipment. So what I learnt was once I moved to the farm, I had to re-buy everything that I already had just because I needed it bigger and better for the farm, so I wasn't breaking everything. So it's been a very challenging couple months with the broken neck, adjusting to everything. Since I broke my neck, I had about a week downtime. I've been working every single day since I broke my neck. I would take on just as much as any other human would take on in their day-to-day life since I broke my neck. So you could say it cracked some perspectives for me. It made me realize I'm like how lucky I am that the injury wasn't worse. I cracked my C6 in 3 places across my vertebrae, and the surgeon said, he looked at the x-rays and he goes, how holy whoa, and what do you do? I go, what do you mean? And he goes, I haven't seen cracks in the vertebrae like this and without it damaging the spinal cord. And now if it damaged the spinal cord where the C6 vertebrae is, that it means quadriplegic. So touch wood. So I'm very, very, touch wood. So I'm very, very grateful, and I don't want to be boasting about it, but I'm very grateful that the odds were in my favour and that it wasn't any worse severe than it was. He goes, what do you do? Like, how is your spinal cord able to take this hit? And I go, I do a lot of Bikram yoga. I've been doing Bikram yoga for 5 years now. I do a minimum of 1 class a week. So now, mind you, I do go on tour and don't do it for a couple of months or 2 months maybe. But I'll make sure I go I get my average class 1 a week a year. So I'll go 3 times a week after that for X amount of time. So I've always believed that your training is everything. You rest on your training. Your training's it's physical training, but it's brain training, and then it controls your breathing, and I believe everything adds up, just all the 1%ers. You can't cheat the 1%ers. So yeah, very, very, very grateful. But he said, he goes, whatever you do that saved you. You have a very strong spinal cord because you haven't seen cracks in those places without it taking action to the spinal cord. And once you do any damage to the spinal cord, there's no recovering that. So it was a lot to take in, especially 2 of my close friends, Corey and Taylor Pete. They became paraplegics in the same day, nearly in the same hour. Now I grew up with Taylor Pete racing. This happened about 3 or 4 months before I did my accident. I grew up racing with Taylor. She's an awesome girl. She loves her content. She's just such a cool, creative girl, and her older brother's Byron Pete, who owns Trackworks, which has been doing all the earthworks for me at the previous compound, as well as my place where I am now. So yeah, massive shout out to Trackworks. They're like family. They've been Byron's like family, and he helps out a lot, and we're gonna have a great future together. But it's really unfortunate what has happened to his younger sister. But yeah, it was a lot. So, and then as soon as after I did my neck, I went and visited Corey in hospital to see his day-to-day life on how his setup's going, and how he's been going mentally. It's so brutal to see what they go through on a day-to-day basis. The things that we just take for granted every day, They from like when so they're disabled from their chest, their nipples down, and now when I say down, like the whole lower half's numb. Like they can't even go to the toilet. Like they need help. They need someone to help them. They need procedures to like help to go to the toilet. Everything. They need to relearn everything again. Like it's very eye opening. It's brutal to see. But anyway, so it's another experience. But anyways, I'm very grateful that I didn't end up like that. Moving forward, I know what I did wrong. I know what there was multiple things going on in my life before the injury to happen the way it did, and has it scared me more? No. I'd say it's just cracked perspectives for me. That's all it's done, is cracked perspectives, and I know I was well aware of all the risks before my accident. The only thing is it's taught me just to tighten things up a little bit better and not be a yes man. I've been a yes man my whole career. Anyone that wants me to do a job, I'll show up to the event and I'll do it. I'll say yes to anything, any conditions, and I'll just do it. Like I've always been like that. Even if I think it's the wrong, even if I don't think I've got it, I'll go anyway and I'll take the hit, and because I want to be a man of my word. So yeah, gonna just mix those formulas up a bit. But no, it's made me more hungry than the most hungriest I've ever been. I can see very clear now, and yeah, I don't know. I just want to have fun with it, not to go boasting what I'm gonna do, but I've cracked a lot of perspectives. So I've got the farm now, and yeah, I'm keen to show you guys around, and I want to get it right this time. It's just no more sitting on my knowledge. I'm gonna put it all in action, and I'm taking action now. So it's gonna be a fun journey, and yeah, I'm looking forward to taking you guys along with me.